Now, child, y'all know I don't even fool up with the reality TV too heavy no more, but y'all just been wearing my line out about this medicine wives, honey, and then I seen they done kick my girl quad to the curb, honey, so I said, I'm gonna have to get the girls on the line and talk about it real quick. Y'all wanna talk about it? Here it go. Child, y'all gonna just kill me about these medicine wives. And I just figured, you know what? After episode 7 or 8, I might as well jump on in here and give y'all my assessment of what in the hell going on. So first and foremost, let me start off by saying, y'all know I don't really fool up with the reality TV too much no more. And it's simply because reality TV for me has just gotten boring, right? It's become ensemble cast of 5 or 6 women, no matter what the theme of the show is. Everything is about the woman being fabulous, who could be dressed the most, and then it's just the same recycled, contrived drama. Across all the black shows that we like, with 10 seasons or more in, we've seen every configuration of drama there can be. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all have heard me say this before, but let's just talk about it. Carlos King said something very profound the other day, and he opened up the door for my commentary. We're going to start off with Phaedra Pause. Baby, everybody was ready for Phaedra to return to TV because Phaedra was just going to turn it, and Phaedra was going to turn Married to Medicine out, and oh gosh, she ain't on Housewives no more. She going to come over here and be that girl, and Phaedra has brought and contributed absolutely nothing but titties, ass, and blonde hair. Okay, and y'all know how I feel about the black girls and their blonde. Y'all know how I feel about that blonde. Phaedra hasn't done anything for the ratings. Now, here is my personal opinion on the situation. Anybody can, Phaedra can sit up and say whatever the hell she want about not needing the check, not missing the check, having other jobs. And I'm sure she has other jobs that can help her sustain her lifestyle and her boys. But it ain't nothing like going off somewhere for 13 weeks worth of work, making $20, $30, $40, $50,000 an episode. If any bitch tell you that they not missing that reality TV money, or that they don't need that reality TV money, they are goddamn lie. Because if you look at any one of these ladies from the time they started the show to present, all of their lifestyles have quadrupled, octupled, whatever word I just made up, since they got that reality TV show money. Them ladies do 13, 14, 18 weeks worth of work and make $20, $30, $40,000 an episode. All right. And there's nowhere else on the planet that you are going to go with any type of job that you go to college for to obtain and make that type of money. So here's my thing. I think, Phaedra came in and played it safe. Phaedra's like, listen, I've got a second opportunity at doing this Bravo thing, and I'm just finna come in and play it safe. And Phaedra is smart as hell because she ain't married to medicine. All right? Let's just call the shit what it is. Now, I was able to verify that Phaedra was indeed dating a doctor. And they broke up before things happened, so we didn't get to see that part. And then now she's doing this Reiki healing shit. Let's just keep it 100% real. Phaedra ain't bit more got no goddamn interest in doing no goddamn Reiki, but she was smart. Somewhere or another, she caught a vibe that dating this doctor, there may be a chance in hell that she could get back on television. So she said, you know what? Let me help my chances by being married to medicine, by saying I'm doing this Reiki shit. Quiet as it's kept, I would have been more interested in her playing with the funeral shit and trying to tie death into medicine than I am about her doing Reiki. Now, speaking of somebody who barely fits the theme of the damn show, the same can be said for Quad. And I'm going to say this on this live because I said this to Quad 2 days ago when we talked. All right. Y'all been screaming that Quad is not married to medicine. We don't even know why she's here. She not married to medicine. She not even married. Now, if you look at Quad's Instagram, She's an ambassador for some hospital thing with the babies in the NICU. And I'm going to say it here because I told Quad on the phone. Any and everybody who got two eyes can see through that damn bullshit. Quad's response to me was basically like, how do you know it's bullshit if they haven't even showed it? Girl, we not stupid. We not stupid. And I told her this. I said, Quad, you and Phaedra both. Phaedra with that Reiki and you doing that shit with them babies in the NICU, however important it may be, they both come off to the viewer like last ditch efforts to be tied to the show in some capacity. Now, there are people out there, producers, executives, and fans alike, that have said across the last couple of seasons, Quad has not contributed shit to the show and her ass need to go. That depends on if you're a Quad fan or if you're not a Quad fan. Here is what I will say. I've been more entertained by Quad in earlier seasons than I have been in the last couple of seasons. I have. That's just true tea. But we got to keep in mind what was going on in those earlier seasons. She had the drama with Mariah, which was like really good. We loved all of that. She had the divorce with Greg, which is good. We loved all of that. And just a little insight, because I am friends with her. You know, Quad's position as it relates to storyline, her position is, of all the ladies on the show, I have given the most and lost the most from the inception of the show to now. So it's kind of like, you know, damn, what more do y'all want from me? And it's somebody else's damn chance to do some work. And I'm going to be real with you. Friendship aside, while that position that she has taken may not help her keep her job, I can understand somebody feeling like that. All right. Now let's go through Quad's history real quick. So we're going to talk about the shit. We're going to talk for real about the shit. Quad came on the show and Mariah brought Quad on the same way Shawnee brought Tammy on, as the raggedy friend that ain't as good as the rest of us that need help. I don't know if y'all remember season 1, Jackie and Simone held their nose up at Quad. They didn't even want to fuck with her. Mariah brought her to the group like she was the dusty little girl that was ghetto, that just married a doctor, that did not know how to be a doctor's wife. She wasn't pulled up like us, and we got to show her how to be real classy based. That was the role she was cast in. Now let's pause for a minute. You're on television, you step into a group of women, and you're presented as basically the broke, dusty friend that ain't pulled up as us. How would that make you feel? That would leave you in a position psychologically where you felt like, I'm going to show these hoes. Where you feel like, I'm going to level up, I'm going to boss up, and I'm going to become that girl. Fast forward a few episodes in, you know, Mariah and Quad both became fan favorites depending on which side of the aisle that you were on. And Quad started to boss up. So after the fans started to like Quad and she started becoming one of the it girls of the show, you know what I'm saying? It was payback time. It became payback time. Y'all thought I was dusty. I'm going to go fix my wigs. I'm going to go fix my makeup. I'm going to go fix my hair. I'm going to go fix my car. I'm going to go fix my jewelry. And I'm going to be that girl. And there's a lot of bitches on that show that did not like it. They did not like it. I'm going to tell y'all something. Because I've been through this in my life. There are people who will get mad with you and turn on you because you've become a different character than the character that they signed up to be friends with. When Quad started this show, those ladies signed up for her to be the dusty friend that needed help, and she rose above it. Now, I'm going to keep it 100. Where Quad went wrong, in my personal opinion, is that there have been times that she acted like her shit don't goddamn stink and like she better than the rest of the girls. But then again, like I said, if you put somebody in a situation where they're constantly being belittled and their back is up against the wall, who ain't gonna rise up and have that response? Oh, y'all thought I was dusty, so bitch, now I'm finna come through and dress better than all y'all hoes. Oh, y'all thought I was broke, I'm finna come through and try to be that girl. And I'm gonna tell you something. That's the problem from my perspective between Toya and Quad. And I said this to Quad last week. I said, for the life of me, I don't understand why you and Toya don't get along, because y'all the same goddamn person. Y'all both occupy the same damn space. When this show started, y'all were both equally looked down upon. You was the raggedy, dusty friend that needed help, and Toya was the dummy. The doctors carried themselves with their nose up in the air like they were better than y'all, and y'all were nothing but some housewives. A Quad did work, but they still relegated you to nothing but a housewife that you're only in this circle because you married into money. That's the true damn tea. All right? That's what the hell happened. And somehow or another, I think that Toya took exception with the fact that Quad rose a couple levels above, a couple notches above. And here's the thing. Quad was able to do the socialite thing because she doesn't have children. She didn't have the same familial responsibilities that Toya had. Therefore, she was able to get in the streets and hobnobs with the Porsches and the Yandys and the this and the that and the there and the there. And then, when she got divorced with Greg, all bets were off. She was able to do all those it girl socialite things. Let's not get it twisted. Toya wants to be the it girl, and I'm not mad with it. Everybody wants to be the it person. All right? But Toya and Quad's conflict, neither one of them explain, honestly, why they don't get along. And I see the shit clear as day. I see the shit for what it is. Both of them competing to be that girl, the it girl. And in this particular situation, Quad happens to be winning, in my personal opinion. Quad is better at being that girl than Toya is. And Toya's always in a position of playing catch up, and she don't like it. All right? And then when you add to the fact that Toya and Eugene keep having financial problems, or they did, and Quad seems to steadily be able to maintain her position of being the it girl without having financial problems, hoes get mad. Now we got to talk about Heavenly Ass. Because I'm going to tell y'all something about Dr. Heavenly. Heavenly is a very crafty bitch. She's very crafty. But crafts only work until the other girls learn arts, okay? Crafts only work until the other girls learn arts. And when it becomes arts and crafts, that's when it becomes stunts and shows. And when it becomes stunts and shows, Heavenly gonna have a problem. And here is why. Heavenly has let it be known that her marriage is not for sale. She said that on the BravoCon thing. And Heavenly has been very smart. Because Heavenly figured, I'm going to come in, I am going to stir up shit, and that will keep me from having to really have personal storyline and give up stuff that's really going on in my life. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing about Heavenly that I respect. I respect her for saying, come hell or high water, my marriage is not for sale. I respect Heavenly down to the ground for that, because if I love somebody, bitch, I'm not playing with my family for no TV show. And especially considering the fact that Damon and Heavenly were already wealthy. All right, they already had their house, they already had their cars, and I talked to Heavenly personally. I know how she invests. She is one of few on the show whose life would not skip a beat without that damn check. Now, don't get it twisted. Mama like her check. She love her check. She want her check. But her lifestyle won't skip a beat without it. But Heavenly said she not playing with her marriage. But see, here is where Heavenly gonna overplay her hand. And what Heavenly need to understand about them girls. Them bitches don't like you either, Heavenly. The only reason why you're winning in this space is because right now they just dislike Quad more than they dislike your ass. All right? If y'all are successful at getting Quad off this show, which looks like what the aim is, and from the scatterbutt that I'm hearing, it's kind of might be what's going on in the background. Heavenly, trust and believe you are next. You stayed in the hot seat. Simone don't care for you. Jackie is your friend. Toya don't like you. Phaedra could take or leave you. The only reason why Phaedra and you are getting along is because y'all both are equally as smart and can read equally as well. And I think both of y'all said we see each other and we don't smoke no smoke with each other. But Heavenly, if you fuck around and aid and abet them girls getting Quad off the show, baby girl, you're next. because they've been dying to see you go through something. And the jig is up. Like even Sweet Tea pulled Heavenly's card. The jig is up, Dr. Heavenly. Everybody sees what you do. You stir up shit. You say things out of place. You say things at dinners and in public that people normally would not say. At that dinner scene, you threw every bitch at that table under that damn bus. And it was great TV. But them ladies are going to get sick and tired of y'all making great TV at their expense. And they going to all flip on you the way they've all successfully flipped on Quad. Now let's talk about Sweet Tea. I want to tell y'all why Sweet Tea is great television for me, because I've watched a couple episodes. I've watched more clips than episodes. Sweet Tea is great TV because she's raw. She has not been touched yet. She's green. She's innocent. I can assure you when Sweet Tea comes back next season, she's going to be on Felon Line, because this is what they all do. They look back at the show. They watched it. They say, damn, I see how they took my conversation and they edited it this way. I see how they made me look. Oh, I got the lay of the land. I see how this thing goes. And then they start overcorrecting. And instead of being real and regular, the cast members start becoming producers in their own head. It's inevitable. And you watch and see Sweet Tea end up doing the same thing next season. But I like Sweet Tea on the show. I like Sweet Tea, and I'm going to be very honest with you. A lot of people thought that, Sweet Tea, and I think Quad probably even overplayed her hand too, in the sense that they thought that, the whole Sweet Tea Greg storyline was going to have everything to do with Quad. Okay, and lo and behold, Sweet Tea came on this thing, and her and Greg got enough going on their own, and Sweet Tea got enough going on with the girls that honestly and truthfully, she can exist on this show with Greg independent of Quad, which is horrible for Quad. Things are just not looking good for Quad. They're not. The ladies have let it be known they don't want her there. They don't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to sit back and say that Quad has not contributed to those ladies feeling that way, because as a viewer, I see it, and as somebody who knows those girls personally, there are things that I know and I feel from being close to the situation that I'm like, yeah, Quad could have moved a little different, and I can understand these ladies' disdain for Quad, but I can also understand that the trauma that Quad has been put through by some of these ladies. Now listen, Married to Medicine right now is, in my opinion, the best show on Bravo. But that's not saying a lot. That's not saying a lot. Everything on Bravo, independent of Married to Medicine at this point, honestly is trash. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, baby, they got a little something going on too. I like them a little bit, but see, I'm not going to give y'all everything I like. I like them. I enjoy sitting back on a Sunday, getting on my Peacock and watching them girls. I ain't never seen what Miami was giving, because them Spanish hoes just don't move me like that with all that gutta como está. They don't move me to chorus like that. But Married to Medicine got it going on. And there's an argument to be made that Dr. Heavenly is the one driving the show and carrying the show. But what goes up must come down. And I can assure you the viewer and the cast members are on to Dr. Heavenly, and they tired of Heavenly. I'm going to reiterate this. Heavenly, you only winning because they dislike Quad more than they dislike you. All right? And the minute they're successful in getting Quad out of the way, they're going to be gunning for your ass next. Because if you believe for one goddamn second Simone has forgotten any of the shit that you've done to her and said you got another thing coming. If you think for 1 second that Simone don't still feel the way that you took her friend Jackie from her, you's a damn fool. All the times that you don't call Toya dumb, literally and figuratively, if you didn't think she forgot about that, you got another thing coming. You let Phaedra get comfortable. You let Phaedra get comfortable. And let me tell you something. Phaedra don't got back to this check. She watching the videos and hearing what the girl's saying. and that they overinflated her return. I love Phaedra. I need to call and check on her. I ain't talked to her in a while. But Phaedra, as your friend, somebody who loves you, you've contributed absolutely nothing to this goddamn show. You've contributed absolutely nothing. Ooh, girl. Ooh, child. Made her face and take that hideous blonde ass hair. Matter of fact, I don't know which one looked worse. The goddamn blonde or the damn brunette. Here are two things we know for sure. Or several things we know for sure. Dr. Jackie don't ever have to do shit. The show is called Married to Medicine, and Dr. Jackie legitimizes the show. Simone, by virtue of being relatively attached to Dr. Jackie, further helps legitimize the show and don't have to do shit. Dr. Heavenly is safe because Dr. Heavenly has played her card for so long that, you know, her being the shit stirrer has bought her some time. Toya is relatively safe because they've been unsuccessful in bringing on any other wives that can stay. Y'all bring people on. A lot of the people don't get a fair shake and they don't return. I would have loved to have seen Janice return. I would have loved to have seen Contessa return. And Contessa was a doctor. I would have wanted to see Contessa return, to be quite honest. The new girl, I don't even remember her name. And baby, you ain't doing shit either. At the rate in which Married to Medicine don't bring people back after a first season, new lady, your ass might not be back. All right? I don't think Audra and her husband got a fair shake. At a minimum, I think they should have brought Audra back as a friend of the show, and they should have brought Anila back as a friend of the show, because at least we was familiar with her. And quiet as it's kept, Carmita, Toya friend who's finna whoop everybody's ass, we need to see Carmita. Because Carmita like to whoop people's ass. They need to bring Carmita on every trip that they have on them damn medicine wives. And I want to see her and Phaedra get into it. But let me tell you something. When Dr. Heavenly told that part about how... And see, Phaedra, here's the other thing. Phaedra, you were supposed to use Married to Medicine to kind of redeem yourself as not being like a sneaky, skirt around the truth, a.k.a. liar. You know what I'm saying? Like, Phaedra, you got a real crafty way of lying. You lie by omission. You tell half-truths. You deflect the lie. And you could tell Phaedra was mad as hell and her anxiety was going through the roof. She probably was sweating all between her under her arms and in between her legs and in her butt when Phaedra revealed the fact that that she changed her flight to keep Quad from coming. Now, see, here's the gag now, because a lot of people are like, you know, Quad ain't their friend. Why was she there? Why was she there? Why was she there? Now, Quad is a better bitch than I'll ever be, because I would have never shown up at Sweet Tea's reunion. I mean, her bachelorette party. And I would have never let them bitches film me at a table begging some bitches to be their friend. If we had to make good TV, and if I had to do something in that moment in order to stay, I'd have cussed all them hoes out, and I would have threw salt and pepper all over that damn table. Ice water and Coca-Cola would have been in every bitch weave at that damn table. That would have been enough for your ass to stay. Quad sat at that table, and them girls made her beg to be a part of that group just for them to send her ass home. And essentially, y'all, the show was done with Quad after that. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know, bitch. That was to be her last scene. Rap, finito, done. All right? Done. From what the people tell me, she ain't supposed to be coming back next season. That's what the people telling me. Things are liable to change. One thing I know about Quad is she's a very smart girl. She's kind of been in this position before. She'll get to that reunion and do what need to be done in order to get that contract re-signed. Okay? But bitch, you can tell desperation is starting to set in when a bitch rolling you down to Willie Watkins in a motherfucking casket, bitch. Okay? There is not much they could have did this side of the Mississippi River to make me get my ass in a goddamn casket. Okay? And another thing, that I was going to say, why Dr. Heavenly card is about to be pulled. Heavenly, you can think it's a game if you want to. The people is tired of you smiling in their face, filming scenes, kikiing, then getting your ass on YouTube and spilling their tea in the name of being honest. I'm just being honest. At a certain point, Heavenly, you got to decide if you want to be honest, if you want to be a friend. Because you can't be both at this point. Because friends don't be honest about people's business on public platforms. And maybe you content not being the girlfriends. And that's why you don't mind spilling their tea. But if that's your approach, I'm here to tell you, you are playing checkers and not chess. Mark my words. If they get rid of Quad motherfucking ass, Heavenly, they are going to be gunning for you next. Because you have been in that position before. And they coming for your marriage. And they coming for your children. You can think I'm pulling it out my ass if you want to. They coming for your marriage. And they coming for your children. Them girls and the people want to see you go through something. Simone even said that shit to you before, Heavenly. We want to see you go through something. It's everybody's turn. I had always said Dr. Jackie has skated through that goddamn show doing absolutely nothing but being nice, classy, and pretty. And then look what came down the pipeline. That shit with Curtis. Now, I don't wish nothing bad on nobody's marriage. But what I'm saying is, Heavenly, you're the only person on the show who hasn't had that big, embarrassing, drama-filled moment. You're the only one who hasn't had that moment. And trust and believe, if this show is to continue, that moment is coming. Now listen, it will probably never happen because of lawsuits and things of that nature. Now is the perfect time to bring back Mariah Huck. Matter of fact, I'm going to call Mariah ass when I get off the line with y'all. Now is the perfect Mariah, Phaedra, Quad, Heavenly. Could y'all imagine a scene where them girls is sitting down eating and Mariah Huck walk through that goddamn door and break up the motherfucking scene? Baby, that would be good TV. And if the producers, legal, and the people at Bravo would get out of their ego, get out of their feelings, and get into their bag, then Mariah Huck would be brought back to this show. Even if it's just as a friend of the show, as retribution, especially because the show is getting ready to, all these shows are getting ready to end. They got 3 to 4 years left, 5 max on them. Wouldn't that be a great way for it to be a full circle moment? Then it would give Quad a little more purpose because her and Mariah can either figure out if they're going to be friends or not. Heavenly and Mariah will be the clash of the titans. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be a whole lots of goings-ons on the Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine definitely got it going on, y'all, and there's a lot to talk about, but I am just a little bit disappointed. I did catch Carlos King and Dr. Heavenly's conversation. I caught a little snippet, and I agree. Phaedra could have stayed gone if we weren't going to get no personal storyline. She could have absolutely stayed gone if we were not going to get no personal storyline. She could have stayed gone. Heavenly revealed that she begged them not to bring up the stuff with Candy and not coming on the show. Why not? Why not? That's what the fuck we want to see. That's what's going on in your damn life. Candy got your ass iced the fuck up off that show, bitch. And we want to know how you feel about it. We want to know what the fuck going on. We want to know what other Atlanta social circles that you have not been able to be a part of as a result of Candy and that situation going on with Housewives. We want to know, how do you feel? The shit was embarrassing. You might as well get paid for your pain. You've been through it and we still talking about it and we still want to know. You're not getting around it because we're still talking about it. So you might as well put it to rest. The same way you lay people to rest down there at Willie Watkins, lay this thing to rest. Do your children go over there and play with Apollo and that lady that claims she do real estate? Is Angela Stanton still harassing you? The people want to know what all the hell going on. Do Dr. Jackie play in your kitty cat? We want to know what's going on, Phaedra. We were rooting for you. And everybody thought you were going to be ratings gold. And I'm not going to put that on Phaedra's back because it's not her job to step into a show that was pre-existing and rise it to the damn heavens. But I'm just saying, as viewers who are missing you on this show, we were disappointed. We were disappointed. Here is what I think needs to happen with Married to Medicine. And I've said this before. Being married to medicine does not have to look like being a doctor. Bring in people who are a little more willing to get loose. Bring in ghetto ass CNA fish. Okay? She could be a little piece of CNA. You could bring her in like this. Oh, this is my CNA. She work at the hospital that Jackie and Simone work at. That's how she know. That's how they know her. They bring her to a Christmas party. Toya ends up liking the girl. She become a part of the group. Bam. Dr. Heavenly could bring on Shantae, the girl that work at the front desk at her office. She ghetto fish. Let her come in and fight Carmetha. Bring in somebody who is a hospital administrator and let them come on and be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I work at the hospital. Jackie and Simone work at it, and they got XYZ complaints and they file about their bedside manner. There are so many different ways you can interweave medicine that we're not so strictly tied to this doctor situation because it's not getting us anywhere. We need some more wives or girlfriends because you're only going to get but so much out of the doctors. Y'all want to know what I think? That's what I think. I gave what I could give. Y'all don't got my damn throat hurting. I'll probably check back in with y'all in a few episodes. But I will say this. Sweet Tea, welcome. I actually do like you. I like your storyline. And I like the fact that you are being authentic. My advice to you, Sweet Tea, remain as authentic as you can. Do not fall into the reality TV curse. People who are actually real, they fare the best in these situations. You've got the woe is me, poor little Sweet Tea thing on your side for right now. Continue to play that up because it's working for you. And I like the fact that Sweet Tea is slowly starting to come around and she won't be bullied. She's seeing heavenly shit for what it is. She's seeing the shade for what it is. And she's starting to step into her. So she said, I'm not a little girl. Stay in that place, Sweet Tea. You continue to fight for your place amongst this damn group of women. But quiet as it's kept, I love Dr. Jackie to death, but it's time for her ass to fucking get back to work too. Jackie need to fucking do something. Okay, other than throw the fit knee and the breast cancer foundation, Jackie need to roll around in that shit that happened with Curtis. That was some time ago. It's time for her to get a renewal. Not saying some shit with Curtis. Maybe she need to fight Heavenly. Maybe she need to slap the shit out of Toya. Maybe she need to cuss out Simone. But Jackie need to show up to work. Cecil need to go to work. Simone, we don't care about you and your boys. I'm glad that they're doing well. We don't care about you and them big overgrown ass boys. Your ass need to show up to work too and do something other than being the mouthpiece of the group. Toya, you need to find something else more interesting to do outside of being mad with Quad all the damn time. Quad, your ass need to find the fuck something else to do instead of forcing Mason on us. And I don't give a damn if that was really what was going on in your life or not. It was boring as shit. We don't want to see you taking Mason to school. We don't give a fuck how Mason's day was. We don't care about Mason. We don't care that you take care of your mama. All your mama do is come downstairs, stop at the counter and eat and take her ass back upstairs. Worthless TV. All right? We don't need you bringing on a man just for the sake of bringing on a man. Because again, you're not the smartest person in the room, Quad. We can see through the shit. We can see that they've been saying, oh, I need a love interest. Let me just bring somebody. And the Atlanta girls know you're real damn T, bitch. Okay? They know good and damn well that ain't the hell. That ain't who the hell you date. Who this calling me? Who is this calling me? Let me see who this calling me. That's my publicist. I call her back. Folks ain't stupid. Phaedra, we ain't dumb. Your ass ain't bit more practicing no goddamn Reiki than I'm practicing dentistry. Heavenly, I know you was trying to bring your sister on and you was going to do some stuff with your sister and that fell through. You going to have to give the people more than just stirring up the shit because that shit done got old. And if not, all y'all hoes going to fuck around and lose out on that good ass check y'all getting because y'all shamming. Y'all showing up to work, doing the bare minimum in order to collect the check. And I will say this. Bullshit aside, Heavenly is doing the most work. Heavenly is doing the most work. Now she's doing the devil's work. She's definitely doing the devil's work. But Heavenly is doing the most work. All y'all need to get on. And new girl, I ain't even got nothing to say to you. You bad. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. I'll call y'all hoes later.